Hi guys, welcome to this video. If you are a frustrated jazz student, not knowing what or how to practice, you're just going round and round in circles, this video could help you. I'm going to be analysing a solo I created, or a jazz solo, jazz etude, on the standard Autumn Leaves. It's about intermediate standard, not too high, not too fast, but it uses some great vocabulary that can easily be practiced into your playing. I'm going to show you how you can do that. First, let's listen to it. Second, we'll analyze the solo, and then I'll just teach you a couple of ways how to actually get this type of vocabulary into your own playing. Here we go. So that is the solo. Hope you enjoyed it. We are now going to take an analytical view of the solo, the vocabulary that I've used. So going to head over to the desktops. So just remember, if you're getting value from this video, please give it a like and please subscribe to the channel. Okay, so here we are with the solo, the etude all written out. As you can see there. As I say, it's in B flat pitch, but do you know what? It doesn't make any difference because it's still, what you're looking at is the vocabulary. Okay, so here we go. That first phrase, let's have a listen to that. So I know on YouTube many teachers talk about modes, etc. That is something I don't think about personally. I think about key centers. I think about, like, a G7 scale is C major starting on G. A D minor 7 scale is C major starting on D. That way I only have to actually think of one scale, C major. I'm just starting on a different note. But here I'm just starting on the third, da, 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 working down very nicely to the third. So it's the G7 scale descending, and it's that sort of, what makes it work, I think, is that fly me to the moon and let me play do do da. That's what's happening there. It's not exactly fly me to the moon, but close enough. So just chord notes. What you'll find as well on the vast majority of my solos, etudes, the chord notes are always on beats 1 and beats 3. Beats 1 and beats 3. Okay, and for me, to my ear, that just makes it sound more melodic and more like I'm playing the changes. If I play these without the backing tracks, it's still outlining the harmony, which is something I strive for. Okay, so just coming down that scale and then outlining the C major 7. Yeah, very nicely. C major 7, which is the C, the E, the G, and the B. The A is just a passing note. Okay, let's move on to the next phrase. Let's have a listen to that. Okay, and I've used the same rhythm, and just slightly changed the rhythm when I've got to the A minor 6. But so you could call that really a motif in a way. But here again, I'm just playing the A minor harmonic scale. Okay, and that way, if I played the E7, but just played that harmonic scale, so for the 251 I'm talking about here, I have seen other teachers, other books say we should do different scales for each of these chords, the B minor 7 flat 5, the E7, sometimes that's altered on the A minor. Okay, but for me, when I've looked at people like Clifford Brown and Chet Baker and Blue Mitchell, they just look to me, whenever I've looked at the transcriptions and they're doing like something in a minor key, it just looks to me pretty much most of the time they are thinking just in that minor key, like a minor key center. So that's how I've practiced, okay? And so again, we're just starting on that third, flat 9, beautiful note on a dominant chord, especially over a minor 2-5-1. Do da da do ba do be da da. Again, outline in the A minor 6th, but this time going up to the 9th. Okay, up to the 9th, down to that 6th. Gives it a sort of quite a gypsy jazz feel. Okay, so that's all I'm doing really. I'm just playing within the key center, but the main thing that's making this sound, I think, pretty cool is just that just that rhythm. Okay, let's listen to the next phrase, which is a 2-5-1 in the key of C. Okay, so again, we're starting on the third. In fact, I think quite a lot of these I'm hitting the third mostly on beat 1. So ba, and then approach notes, da 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 da. I got the idea for approach notes from a fantastic book by Hal Galper called Forward Motion. And if you play with a forward motion, always approaching chord notes on beats 1 and beats 3 with these approach notes, and that can be either 1 quaver, 2 quavers, or 3 quavers from below or above. It's a fantastic way to really feel like you're playing the changes and get a beautiful melodic line going. Okay, so that's all I'm doing. Ba boo doo da ba da, and then just playing the A to the 5th to the 7th, which is like an enclosure of the 3rd off of the G7, and then up to the 7th, da da, a leading note, enclosing the third, the tonic on the C major, dee dee da, and then again just outlining the chordal notes of C major 7 and enclosing the root. A da 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 da, just enclosing the root there on that F major 7. Okay, da do 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 da ba dee da 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 da. Again, a little bit of syncopation in there, syncopated jazz rhythms, but nothing too tricky. Okay, and here again, let's listen to this from bar 13. Hey guys, just a quick break. Just remember, please, if you are getting value from this video, you are watching it, remember to subscribe. Please give it a like, and also comment below what you think of this approach. Could it be something for you? Maybe you felt a little bit overloaded before, but I certainly am not trying to think of big long phrases when I'm improvising. I'm literally going from beat 1 to beat 3, beat 1 to beat 3, beat 1 to beat 3, and then of course 3 to 1, depending how the forward motion is, depending on what note I'm going for. And I use a variety of vocabulary to get me there, which I'll be talking about at the end of the video. So starting on the 3rd again, da da dee da da, back to the 3rd, and then down to the 3rd, da 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 da, up to the flat 9, dee dee da da do dee dee, and then again enclosing the root. So do da dee da do da 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 da. Just all of this is just A minor harmonic scale, yeah. Boo dee 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 da 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 dee 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 do dee dum. It's not really that much happening. It's just running, going from there, da da dee da 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 da, dee da da da. Just 3rd to the 3rd to the 3rd. Again, that is something I teach because it's the 3rd is just for my ears, and I've tried with different degrees of the scale. The 3rd is the most melodic way to get through the chord changes. So that is a note that a way I practice. Just, you know, before I even, if this was a standard that I hadn't done before, I would just be playing that for 4 beats, da da da, and that would be like the inner line or the guide tones, if you like. But I don't normally think about the 7th. I just go for the 3rd because it's just such a beautiful sounding note. Okay, let's listen to the phrase that starts on bar 17. Okay, as before, so here, not on the 3rd, starting on the 5th. Do ba 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 30 da 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 da. Again, like a motif, rhythmic motif, and I'm just simply spelling out the changes. 5th, 7th, 3rd, 5th, 3rd to the tonic, to the minor 3rd, to the 9th, to the 5th. A leading notes, just da dee, dee dee da 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 dee da, and then we're back to C major again. Da dee 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 da. Again, I've done this quite a few here. I've done it there. There's rhythm, rhythmic sort of motif. Repeated it there. That's a 4-bar rhythmic motif. That line, I haven't done it. Not done it there, but here. Our ears are drawn to that, I think. Okay, you listen to these fantastic soloists, and normally it's like a story. It hooks you in. And it helps, I think, if you can get this sort of motif-like playing, which usually comes about by a mixture of the notes, but mainly the rhythm. It's the rhythm, the rhythmic motifs. Okay, dee 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 da 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 da, enclosing the 3rd, da dee da da, closing the her 3rd. Let's listen to from bar 25. Again, all chord notes. Da do dee dee da 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 do dee do da. I'm just spelling out the changes. Nothing more than da 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 da. Just got to the 3rd there a little bit. Just preempted it. Then up to the ba da ba be do ba. Really just spelling out the 3rds there. 3rd, 3rd, 3rd. And then let's listen to the last line. Okay, you would have heard this a lot. So 5th and then 5th, da 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 da, dee 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 da. Just approaching every time down to the, so approaching dee da 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 da. This is the only reason I would learn my scales, just to get these scale fragments under my fingers. Okay, but I would actually practice that da 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 dee 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 da. If you've seen any of my other videos, you would have seen me talking about these approach notes before. Okay, da dee do dee da boo doo da. Just a simple jazz pattern. Da do dee da. But just again, do dee do dee da. Spell like an enclosure, not an enclosure because we're not enclosing it, but just a simple pattern coming down to the tonic, and then chromatically coming up to the 6th. That's it. That's the etude. That is the solo. Okay, and the way I practice, in fact, let me just get you back on the camera and we'll talk about that. So I hope you got something from that video. I hope you've learned something about the vocabulary that I'm using. To be honest, there's not a huge amount in that. It is mostly, I feel, just rhythm and chord notes. Okay, so you know, the way that I might practice that, especially without a backing track, to really get those changes in my head, in my ears, in my fingers, is just, if I just go through the first 4 bars in a number of ways and tell you what I'm doing, I'll literally just play the changes. then I might use eighth notes or quavers. And then, like I said, I'll just use maybe the thirds as guide tone. So So the main thing that I want, if you're still here, thanks for being here, but the main thing that I can't emphasize strongly enough is you must know the chords. You must know those chord changes fluently, inside and out, up and down, starting on the 5th, starting on the 7th, starting on the 3rd, starting on the 9th, okay? And then if you can do that and just add some simple syncopation, it's amazing how authentic you can sound. I know many people don't believe me, but I've written quite a few etudes like that, where I'm only using the rhythms, I'm only using the chord notes, and they sound super effective. And it's only after that I've really got the hang of that, that then I would start adding the vocabulary, and then piecing together, almost like painting by numbers, but you're doing it in a creative musical way, okay? And then you stand by just targeting those notes that you know with one aspect of jazz vocabulary, you stand much more chance of hearing that and being able to play that. You're suddenly not going to be able to play chromatic enclosures on the bandstand. There is no divine intervention. You need to practice it. And if you just practice only chromatic enclosures, for example, you're going to get good at chromatic enclosures. You're going to know and hear and learn how to chromatically enclose chord notes, okay? And then that is gonna help you sound much more authentic. But it goes with all the vocabulary. Now, of course, it takes time. There is no hack. I don't know any hacks really. Even you know, if you use one scale, I could do a whole video really about teaching you to use one pentatonic scale, say on Diner or Summertime, but it's only going to get you so far. I could do that, and you could improvise using just 5 notes for the whole of those 2 tunes, but you're not going to sound like anyone that you've listened to, because none of those guys did that. Okay, it's a nice little beginner way in, but what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way is it takes time, patience and tenacity and lots of practice. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys, and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment below if you would like me to do more of these. I will be more than happy to, if I feel like they're helping. Okay, bye for now.